Aw, she's not the first Noelle, but she's my Noelle, and she's one of the Christmas-themed Scoobies you're gonna see on this episode of Terrific TV Toys. It really is beginning to look a lot like Christmas here at BRBTV headquarters, so let's take a look at some Christmas-themed doos. We'll start with our headliner, Noelle. Noelle is a big girl. She is, I guess, what you would consider a porch kid, and on here on the tag she's called a holiday greeter. She came from the Sears in Ann Arbor in November 2014. Her price tag here says $34.99. I think she was more like $25. But anyways, she's got her tags here still on, and let's look at the other side. Holiday greeter, perfect for indoor decorating. They make that point. We would never dare put Noelle outside. This is not a toy, for decoration only. Safety warning, made in China. Gemmy Industries Corporation. And then it's got Zoinks points on the back of the tag too, if you're familiar with those with Scooby-Doos. Noelle is very fuzzy, furry, soft. She's got a very soft coat on. And she's got this satiny ribbon, and she is a she, you'll notice. Satiny ribbon on the top of her head that's wrapped around her antlers. She's got her little antler outfit on, and her little soft ears. On her collar, her fabric collar, she has fake bells for the holidays to jingle jangle her way along. Yeah, a lot of nice detail, and a very big do. A nice big do, pretty heavy, pretty well made. So that's our girl. That's our girl Noelle. Also in this episode, you'll see the last of what we term the Taylor Trade Center doos, and you saw some other ones in the Halloween episode of Terrific TV Toys. This is Holly Jolly Doo, who also came from the Taylor Trade Center in December 2014. That's in Taylor, Michigan, and he was a bargain. He's got a price tag of $2, although I think he was a little bit less than that. And so let's look at the detail on him. He's got sort of leathery stitched on eyes here. He's got one ear out of his holiday cap with a green pom-pom on the end. He's got his Santa coat on, so cute, and his SD tag on his collar. His coat has fur trim. He's rather thin, and he's sitting upright, which is not typical for some of these doos. And then his tags here say Cartoon Network. Let's see, typical made in China, fine print. And there is a year on here, it's too small to see, but he was born in 1998. As were, that's about the same time frame for a lot of the ones, the doos that are marked with Cartoon Network branding. So that's Holly Jolly Doo. Okay, and then we got another Taylor Trade Center do here. This is Snowy Doo. And Snowy Doo, also December 2014, although on a different day at the Taylor Trade Center. Snowy Doo does not have a date, but I have to assume it's pretty comparable in time. He actually came from Walmart. The tag here says marketed by Walmart Stores, Inc., Bentonville, Arkansas. But then he also has the Cartoon Network Scooby-Doo branding. Now, he's bottom heavy, and he has this little pocket Velcro on the bottom. So that is a pretty good indication that Snowy has something to say. Ooh, let me put his ear in his little slot there. There, both of his ears stick out of his nice snowman hood, and he is, by the way, fuzzy. He's got the black buttons on the front. And then his green gloves. So he's all dressed up for the holidays. So let's see what Snowy has to say right there on his mitten.
Happy holiday!
Oh, thank you, Snowy. That was very nice. Here's our most recent addition to the Scooby-Doo collection just a couple days ago as of press time. This Doo came from the Circus Maximus toy show in Kalamazoo, Michigan, which happens a couple times a year, but the really big one that you don't want to miss is right after Thanksgiving, the Saturday of Thanksgiving weekend. So this Doo was picked up for a couple bucks at one of the booths there, and he's kind of interesting. He's pretty floppy. I think he's a relative of the Squirty Doo that you saw in a previous episode of Terrific TV Toys. He's a beanbag Doo, pretty floppy, and he's got his holiday cap on as well. I find it interesting that his eyes are like a little more I don't know, a little more woozy than the other Doos. I mean, look at that. Wow. And he's got his Cartoon Network tag on the back. He was born in 1998. It says Play-by-Play Toys and Novelties, Inc., Made in China, etc. So, yeah, this particular Doo, thank you, Andrea, for snagging this Doo for me at the toy show. I figure with his floppy nature and his eyes and holiday cap, and oh, let's not forget this, because Andrea was excited when she found this. She's like, he makes noise, and I'm like, oh, he makes noise, great, because I love my talky Scooby-Doo, so let's see what noise he makes. Okay, we'll squeeze his little tummy. Okay, let's try that again. Okay, so maybe there's a battery or two needed in here. If you turn him over, you can see it looks like he's hand-stitched. So I'm sure that I can carefully take out that stitching and get in there and get to whatever mechanism that is. It feels like it's a box, and it almost feels like it has buttons on one side of it. It's just like a box type gizmo, whatever it is. And perhaps we can do that at a future point. But I think with this whole package, I couldn't help but name this one Eggnog Doo. I also considered, Office Christmas Party Doo, but I think Eggnog Doo just kind of brings it all together very succinctly. So I don't know, should we perform a little surgery on Eggnog Doo and get to his battery pack and maybe see if we can hear what he has to say and sober him up a little bit? We saved what is perhaps the most spectacular of these Christmas Doos for last. This is Dancing Doo, and Dancing Doo came from the At Home store in Ann Arbor, Michigan in November 2014. You can see he's got his At Home tag here. He retailed for $19.99. And then his other tag, quite involved, folded cardboard tag that I think, although I have not taken it off and unwrapped it, it's basically got fine print safety information on the inside. And then on the back you can see that Dancing Doo was manufactured by the same company as Nöelle, so I guess that makes Dancing Doo and Nöelle cousins of sorts, Gemmy Industries Incorporation. And then he's got Zoinks points also. So Dancing Doo is wearing a very nice, soft, velvety holiday cap with a pom-pom on the end and fur trim. Very nicely made. And he's just furry and soft all over. He is quite nicely made himself. It's got a sturdy construction inside here because he's standing up and he's got like a framework, a plastic framework inside him that goes all the way down to his feet. Like I can feel there's a plastic plate in here for his feet. And you'll see why in a moment. On his back, he's got the Velcro enclosure where you can get at his battery pack if you ever need to change out his batteries. And then he's got the very typical teal collar with his SD tag. He's got a tongue sticking out. And then the very usual Scooby features here too. So let's see what this Dance and Do has to say and do for us as we close out this episode and wish you a very Merry Christmas. It's all in his little paw here. You can see he's got the Gemmy logo there. So take it away, Dancing Do.
I wish you a Merry Christmas. I wish you a Merry Christmas. I wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Good tidings to you, wherever you are. Good tidings for Christmas and a Happy New Year. I wish you a Merry Christmas. I wish you a Merry Christmas. I wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Good tidings to you, wherever you are. Good tidings for Christmas and a Happy New Year.